In recently concluded ICC T20 World Cup, we all know that India was the champion and New Zealand got the runners-up trophy. So there was some sort of debates about the player of the tournament award, and it was actually given to Sanju Samson from India for his scintillating performance, throughout the matches that he have played, including the very crucial two matches he played, which was the final and the semi-final. He was one of the top scorers in the tournament, scoring more than 300 plus runs. And the debate was basically with Sahibzada Farhan and Sanju Samson. A lot of the cricket fans were actually, asking these questions why it wasn't given to Sahibzada Farhan of Pakistan, because he was outstanding throughout the tournament, scoring two brilliant centuries and a couple of 50s, and got his team in a very commanding position, although Pakistan couldn't manage to pull it up to the semi-final. 380 odd runs, being the top scorer in the tournament, but it was never good enough from his teammates to actually qualify for the semi-final. In the presentation ceremony, it created a lot of debates and talks and comments among the fans from both the countries, especially Pakistan, India, because the Pakistani fans, they are thinking that Sahibzada Farhan is more deserving candidate for this award, while the Indian fans would definitely think that Sanju is the proper candidate. So basically in every games or tournament, there are some criteria and some attributes that they consider when it comes to giving a man of the tournament or man of the match award. And those are such as the impact that you do for the team, and the contribution you make in all three departments, and your team situation, whether your team is winning or no. So these are the things that always comes into calculation when it comes to determine man of the series or man of the match award. And if you look back, you can see Sahibzada Farhan, he played amazingly, he was outstanding altogether, but his team, they couldn't qualify for the semi-final. Whereas Sanju Samson, he couldn't play a few games initially, then he got called back in the West 11, and he never looked back from there. He literally single-handedly win two crucial games for his team, like the final and the semi-final, and scored almost three centuries. Those 50s were very heavy, almost 90, 80 or 90. So they were significant, and it helped his team enormously to come to this stage and basically to lift the championship. So that's why the judiciary, or the panel that works on deciding the awards, definitely had their views and evaluation on this. The impact that Sanju has created and the contribution that he has made for the team to come to this ultimate level actually made him the biggest contender for the player of the tournament. Whenever it comes to give an award, it normally goes to the winning team, the winning side, right? So unless or until it has like two candidates from both the sides who played exceptionally well, in that point of time it can go jointly for both the players. But in this case, Sanju Samson was outstanding. I would say he just nailed it. He was literally not getting chances in the initial part of the tournament, but once he really got picked up in the 11, he made sure he grabbed it with both the hands. Eventually India making sure lifting the third consecutive ICC championship. But at the same time, take nothing away from Sahibzada Farhan, Seaford, and the other players, especially Sahibzada Farhan, for scoring two brilliant century in T20 World Cup. That is not a joke. That is simply a massive achievement for a player. Of course, there is no question about Sanju's caliber, Sanju's inclusion as a player of the tournament, because he thoroughly deserves it. But at the same time, Sahibzada Farhan simply deserves some appreciations, and also he deserves some sort of award which was not actually given to him, and that is truly unfortunate for a player like him, because you've got to, encourage the player when they play well in a bigger tournament, world stage. You've got to encourage them by, recognizing them with some sort of awards and stuff. Like, it doesn't have to be a player of the tournament. Like, you can only pick one player to be the player of the series. But, when somebody scores 200s, more than 380 plus runs, he definitely deserves an award.